Ja, værsgo.
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Bell, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's the veteran Landry. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds is right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Landry again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A give to Bell. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Carter Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Well, one thing you can say about Carter Landry, he has always been a red zone threat, and he makes the catch there for a touchdown.
And part of the reason he's been such a threat is his size down near the goal line and his ability, even at his age, to continue to create separation. That's what made this front office.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, here's Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 30. Get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a potential turning point is in. Field position. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. He gets away from 1. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and 9 now.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. It's complete to Cole. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. D4 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. The give is to Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now back to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his veteran tight end Landry.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. On first down, Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Foyasano and Oregon.
And not much on it. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Bell. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it with Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.
Coming up on next week's slate of NFL games, we've got the AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. So we figured, hey, why not do a little did you know about the shared history of these two franchises? In fact, these teams have been part of the same division since their inception, all the way back in 1960. And as you might expect, they didn't even have the same names back then. They were known as the Boston Patriots and the New York Titans. Actually, they weren't even part of the NFL at that point. They were both charter members of the AFL. Of course, by the time New York won its first and only Super Bowl, they'd been renamed the Jets, and behind Broadway Joe's famous guarantee, hoisted the Lombardi Trophy in 1969. As for the Patriots, they didn't win a single NFL playoff game until 1985 when they defeated, you guessed it, the Jets. You see, it all comes full circle. But one last thing about the AFL. I've got a great story to share with you, and it all has to do with a 10-year patch worn in the fourth and final AFL-NFL championship game. I want to take you back to January.
Hey, on the flight over here, I caught your interview with Anthony Davis. Awesome pod. That's a pretty tough act to follow, though.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't strike me as a guy who's all that concerned with having to follow anyone else. Am I right?
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Hey, at least that was the way it seemed back in April when you're here with Jordan. Where is she, by the way? I was expecting her to join us again.
Nah. She's been out at college games every weekend, scouting potential new clients. She already forgot about me.
Wow.
So, you tell me, what are we talking about once we get rolling? Just some general rookie season discussion?
I'll leave that up to you. I wouldn't expect you to step in the huddle and call the plays, so I won't try to do your job.
Okay, valid point. So, anything that's off limits?
I think I'm pretty open, and I trust you to steer us in the right direction.
No?
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I wanna know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Ready, ready! Liking 18! Ready, ready! Ready! Cowboy 80! Ready, cut! Come on, set! 70 timber, hut, hut! Let's go! 6, hut! Here we go, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready, go!
Então.
Set, go!
And you know what, men? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve.
Bien sûr. Please. Now I get the fifth one off here. Oh, power. Eight them up. Ah, oh.